Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to do our March 2018 monthly pickup video.
Yes. We have been doing one every month.
Yeah.
Since 2013, the end of 2013, right?
Yeah. Beginning of March. It was the first one was February of 2014.
Okay.
Which would actually make this our 50th pickup video.
50!
Yeah.
Woo, this is a big pickup video!
Yeah.
I can't wait!
And last month we had a little fun with it. We were just doing a one-time goofy thing to kind of prep for our 50th.
Yep.
But something happened.
Yeah, something did happen. Something big. Something big. Bigger than us.
Yeah. This is what happened.
See how big this is?
So I picked up this Lego kit, and it wiped out any.
Do you see how large? Do you see? This is like the size of my torso.
Yeah. So this wiped our budget out.
And then some. And then some.
And then some. I'm still paying it back. So there are no pickups. We have no pickups.
We didn't buy anything
for March of 2018, the 50th month, the 50th episode where we would do. It turns out that we've got nothing.
You know, this might be a good time to just cut it. Be like,
cut it. That's the end, folks. That's it.
That's the end of pickups, and we're done.
No, what we're going to do is something else.
Okay.
Now, people who know me know that I like to keep spreadsheets. And because I have a spreadsheet, I have an accurate historical record of my purchases dating all the way back to October of 1996, which is when I got back into console gaming. Happened to keep the receipts. And those are the earliest receipts I had when I started my spreadsheet.
Happened to put them into a spreadsheet.
I put them into a spreadsheet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to travel all the way back to October 1996 and show you what I got.
This is where we go.
Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to do an historical pickup video. It's my pickups from October of 1996.
Ooh, that is going back in history.
Yeah, well, I have a spreadsheet of all my games, and so it's easy for me to recreate a history of everything that I bought.
Spreadsheets.
All right, so we chose this month because it is the month I got back into console gaming after being a PC gamer for many years. I was dabbling in emulation at the time and decided that my PC was not strong enough or powerful enough to play the Genesis emulators. So why not just go grab a real one? So in that month we ended up getting quite a few Sega Genesis items prompted by some sales that we saw.
Okay.
So why don't we'll jump into it and then we'll talk about what prompted this whole thing.
So who's we?
My brother and I.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. No, we were together, but it wasn't. I was down at college with my brother. And I happened to see, we'll jump right into it. I happened to see at the local Toys R Us which is now, the 32X was being clearanced. This was October 96, so it was about 2 years after the launch. They were clearancing the 32X for $29.98, and it included Virtua Fighter.
Ooh.
And I noticed that it had a couple of other games which we'll get to, which I was kind of interested in. So I thought, you know what? Maybe now's the time, with emulation not working well, time to pull the trigger.
So did you just purchase this, or was you and your brother together?
It was me and my brother together.
So then it was only like $15 for you.
It was, we split it down the middle, that's right. And eventually, I got my own 32X, and then he gave me that back.
Genesis for this?
No.
Oh, well.
We bought one.
That's what happened.
I had seen this at I think it was a Walden Software, which is now gone, at the mall near the university. I saw this Genesis Model 2 with 6-pack. Now, this really piqued my interest because the 6-pack had 5 games that I had heard of and wanted, and one that I had never heard of, and it turned out to be a real gem.
Okay.
They are Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe. I used to, dream about getting Golden Axe on the Sega advertisements. I thought the game was so good, and I really liked Golden Axe in the arcade. Revenge of Shinobi, coming from the Sega Master System Shinobi. This was the next. Shinobi, and it looked great. Columns, which is a puzzle game I had heard of, and Super Hang-On, of course. Hang-On being the game bundled with the Master System. And then the sixth and final game, the one that I had not heard of, which turned out to be awesome, is Streets of Rage. And so with this 6-pack, and the price is still on here, it's $129.99. At the time we bought this, I believe PlayStations were selling for $200.
Ooh.
So this was $130.
And you paid that? It wasn't on sale?
No, that's what we paid, which was a little high, but we figured for $130 and getting these 6 games, plus the $30 for the 32X, and it coming with Virtual Fighter, we pulled the trigger.
Wow.
So we're at $150 right there.
Okay.
And then, because this only came with one controller, we grabbed a 3-button controller. This one is still in box. I don't know if this is the one that we bought, but I happen to have a new in box.
From Toys R Us?
Toys R Us, $14.99. Probably bought on the same ticket as this. So we were off to a good start in our Genesis collection. We had 1 cartridge of 6 Genesis games, 1 cartridge of Virtual Fighter for the 32X, but we didn't stop there. That day, oh, here's the 6-pack. Now this is a reproduction case I made because I am, you know, look, they gave us a loose cartridge.
Yes.
So I made a little case, put the game in the case, with the spare Genesis case I had laying around. So that made that nice.
Okay.
I later bought a boxed version of Virtual Fighter.
Right.
So I have a box for that. They're now in Universal game cases, but this also came loose, so I grabbed a new copy with the box. So and then we grabbed, what? Go ahead.
You have the game in the Universal game case?
No, for the Genesis games I have it in a regular Genesis case.
No, but this one?
Yeah, that one's in a Universal game case.
So why isn't the game just in here?
Because this is a cardboard box and I don't want to keep opening it and damaging it, and it's protected. This is for display only. Display only. Okay. Got to keep it Joe condition.
Okay. But isn't it keeping it Joe condition by putting the protector around it?
Well, no, because then I got to keep opening the cardboard box to get the game in and out.
Because you have
I play it so often.
Because you play it so often to get that game in and out all the time.
Universal game cases.
Okay.
All right, so then we noticed that...
There's quite a stack here.
Yeah, well, on the day that we bought the 32X, we bought 2 more games for the 32X, 2 which we were very interested in, because they were, I think they were $20 each, which I thought, I mean, the system was 30, but the games were 20. So we grabbed, because we didn't already have it, Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay.
We thought, well, what the heck, the 32-bit version's got to be better than the regular Genesis. And I loved Mortal Kombat 2 was my favorite. Yeah, more, I don't know if it was more blood, but certainly more, maybe more fluid animations. I don't know what their advertising is. Let's see if they say anything. I don't know if they're advertising anything particular about the arcade, about the 32-bit version. They keep saying stuff about full color. Okay. But anyway, Mortal Kombat 2, loved Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay.
And Space Harrier. Now, we didn't know, we had grown up with Space Harrier on the Master System. We didn't know what the arcade version was. So our only hope for this was that it kind of was the upgraded version. It was like going to be like the Master System version, but you know, upgraded. Not Space Harrier 2 for the Genesis. So we were kind of hoping it had the same levels and the same music and all that, and it did. And it was awesome. Loved Space Harrier on the 32X. Bought this the first day. This is incredible. This is very close to the arcade, it turns out. So really, really thrilled with the 32X version of Space Harrier. So then, that was like October 15th.
Okay.
2 days later, we decided we were going to head out.
You didn't have enough, huh?
Check out some other stores, see if they were clearancing off 32X stuff. And it turns out that Circuit City, which is also now out of business. Yes. So let's see, we got Walden Books, Walden Soft, they're gone. Toys R Us, they're gone. And Circuit City are gone.
Yes. They're like a Best Buy.
Yeah, they were like a Best Buy. We went to them and they were clearancing or getting rid of their 32X games for $10 a piece.
Ooh.
So we grabbed a bunch of them. I think we grabbed all of them that we didn't already have or that we were even remotely interested in. We probably should have grabbed even more. And by the way, I remember going to that Toys R Us. We would go back to that Toys R Us.
This one?
this one and keep buying 32X games. Like every time we went back, we buy them. It's like, should we buy this? Why not? And so we keep buying new ones. And they never got Spider-Man back in stock, which is now a very sought after. But I kept waiting for them to bring it back, not realizing, of course, that
You're right.
I should have realized that they were never going to get it back in stock. But we would have bought it had they had it in stock, and that's a never got it. It's a low printing. But anyway, we went to Circuit City and we grabbed 4 more games for $10 a piece. Knuckles Chaotix, which is, you know, a Sonic type game with rubber band. Very difficult. Never got into it, but love the music. Metalhead, which is a mech game. We actually played this a bit. It was kind of cool. It was definitely, like, we were really impressed with the graphics and everything on this. 3D, texture mapped, 3D polygons, digitized graphics and sound, audio. Neat. And of course, Star Wars Arcade, which my brother played a lot. This one again, this is an upgraded version, I think, of the original Star Wars Arcade game from like 1980 or 81. Flat shaded polygons, but digitized, some digitized graphics and sound. So this was cool.
Okay.
And then my favorite, or one of my favorite 32X games of all time, Virtua Racing Deluxe. Used to play the heck out of this. My brother couldn't figure out why. Did not get this game. Did not understand.
Not for him?
No. But I love this game. I still pop it in every time, you know, I've got the 32X out, I think. I put it in for a little bit. So really happy with so between Space Harrier and Virtua Racing Deluxe, just a fantastic set of 32X games, and not to mention 6 awesome Sega Genesis games. So for October of 1996, we were just getting introduced. I had wanted a Genesis in 1989, was saving up for it. Ultimately decided I should put that money towards a CD player.
Oh.
And it was 7 years later, I finally got my first Genesis. I'd only paid attention to it for the first year of its life, so there was a bunch, or maybe 2 years, so there was a bunch of new stuff. We had missed the whole generation. We were getting into it right at the end. 6 Genesis games, 7 or 8, 7 I guess, 32X games, and then we went from there. So we were officially in the 1996. We were officially part of the 16-bit generation.
Yeah, look at you.
All right. So yeah, that's what we got in October of 1996.
Wow, pretty good.
Yep.
All right, and are these? This is all original, right? Like this.
These are the original ones we bought. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Are there any
Kept them all that time.
Are there any other games you bought but you don't have anymore because you sold them? In October that you.
Of that year, no.
Okay.
I didn't sell anything that I acquired that month.
Okay.
So this is all what we got. It's all the original. I mean, except maybe, you know, I bought, my brother and I each had a copy of Space Harrier, so I guess I can't claim this is the exact box because I don't know which one we ended up selling, but we did end up getting, as we went our separate ways, I ended up getting a different 32X that had Doom. And he gave me this one back when he got sick of hanging on to it, and he gave me all his stuff. So these, and he had this for the longest time. I didn't have this.
Oh, really?
He gave this to me a couple years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I finally got this back from him.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Well, if you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.